Really enjoyed this question. We've got a quadratic, f of x as shown, and then a statement saying f of x equals 0 has two real roots whose difference is greater than 2 and less than 4. And we're asked which of the following statements is true if and only if this earlier statement is true. Well, let's first of all solve f of x equals 0. That's going to give me x equals, I'm going to apply the quadratic formula here, 2p plus or minus 4p squared minus 4 times 1 times q, so 4q, square rooted all over 2. And then I want the difference to be greater than 2 or less than 4. Now, if I had, say, 2p plus or minus 3, I'm adding 3 to something and I'm minusing 3 from something. The difference is going to be 6. And I can use that idea here. The difference is going to be this thing doubled. So the square root of 4p squared minus 4q is going to be less than 4 but greater than 2. You could do it a long way. You could actually, do the added one and minus the minus one, the two p's would cancel. You'd get the same thing. So if you can spot this kind of little shortcut, it's just going to save some time. And this is an if and only if relationship. What I can do now is factorize out that square root of 4. So it'll be square root of 4 times by the square root of p squared minus q less than 4. The square root of 4 is 2, so I can just divide through by 2. 1 is less than the square root of p squared minus q less than 2. Okay, now it's just a case of trying to get it in one of the forms shown in the answers. There's only one which involves square roots, and that does not look correct, so I'm going to just cross that one out. What we can do is square. Because everything is positive here, you can square with an inequality. You can't if there's negatives, but we can here. So 1 will be less than p squared minus q, which will be less than 4. Okay, so I've dealt with that. And there's lots of different ways you can rearrange this. So let's just kind of cycle through it. If I added q to both sides, then I'd get q plus 1 on the left, rather than just q. So that's not going to be true. Now I could try and make it like this one and actually get really close, but they have a less than or equal to here. And the beginning says the difference is greater than 2. It doesn't say it could equal 2. So actually we ruled that one out. This one could easily trip you up because actually if we got rid of the equals ones, this one would be correct. Let's see if we can get the fourth one. So I would add q to both sides, or to all the terms. Q plus 1 is less than p squared, less than q plus 4. And if I now minus 1 from everything, I'll get q less than p squared minus 1 less than q plus 3. Hey, this checks out. Our answer is going to be D. If you tried the other one, you could even take what we've got here. You could try minusing 2, but again, you wouldn't get this one the same. Interesting question. Well done.